Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of Pillars of Eternity 2 DeadFire. We are at the points where we have to make a choice. So hello apricot fruit, I hope you're doing well. Or Dr. Rupee fruit? I think it's fruit. But welcome to the stream, I hope you're doing well. So we're at the point where we have, if you watched last episode, we kind of finished everything up. We are at the point where we have to make a decision. Do we side with the Juana? Do we side with the Principe? Do we side with the Valiant Trading Company, the VTC? Or do we side with the Royal DeadFire Company, the RDC? And whichever one we side with, as far as I am aware, will lock out the other three. There is no way to get them all to join you. At least as far as I am aware. So this is what I've decided to do. For some reason, if you're not aware, I stream. Stream this live. You guys are basically, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the archive. And that's what I use it for. I have decided that officially, for my playthrough, I'm going to side with the Valiant Trading Company. I find the Juana too stratified. I don't want to deal with the pirates. The Royal DeadFire Company, I will admit, is an option. However, I feel like they're too, for lack of a better term, orgish? So, in my mind, if they took over the DeadFire Company, they would kick everyone out. Their I want to say nationality, but their culture would just steamroll over everyone else's. They would not allow anyone else to stay. That sort of thing. However, with the VTC, especially with Director, for RP purposes, nothing else, with Director Castle in charge, he seems like a very open-minded man. He seems less concerned with profits, excuse me, profits, and more concerned with, alright, how far can we push this tech, and what can we do with it? So, to me, it seems like he'll keep everyone there. He would be willing to working with everyone. It would be sort of that, alright, yes, we're in charge, but everyone gets a say. That sort of thing. Yes, we'll be making profits, but you know what? Everyone can join in, that sort of thing. So that's why I'm going to go with them. So I'm going to go ahead, and if you notice, I traded out Shodi for Pelagina. Specifically because it recommends her for this particular quest. So we're going to double save. So first, Queen's Birth. And we're going to create a new save called, there we go, called VTC. Alright, and this, sorry, will be my official playthrough. And I'll go ahead and delete this one. Alright, this will be the official playthrough. The VTC is what I'll go with. However, what I'm also going to do is I doubt this will take 6 hours to finish. So I will play this through. If it takes an hour or two, that's fine. We'll go through, we'll beat it. It'll be a couple episodes, whatever. What I will also do is I'm going to create more episodes, if you want to see the rest of them, and they will be, if I choose the, in order, I'll do the RDC, right, after I beat the game with the VTC, with these guys. I will do one where I beat the game with the RDC, then one with the Juana, and then one with the Principe. Okay? And the only thing I'm going to change, like if I have to make choices near the end or that sort of thing, I'll try to make very similar choices, so the only thing that's going to change, like if I go for an ending, like a golden ending, if you will, or I decide to go for a middle-of-the-road ending or a really bad ending, spoiler alert, I'm going to go for a golden ending as best I can. But the only thing that will change is who I do the ending with. So whatever choices I make in this playthrough with the VTC for the ending, I will try to make with all the others, and the only thing that will change is who I face the final battle with. Having done that, what does she have? Can we final save? That's pretty good. Don't know if there's anything we want to make Herb. Twice per rep. Steadfast. I like final say. Let's do enchant. Done. And threaten. Done. Don't think we're gonna make anything superb. On her, whoops, plate armor. Over time, might be good. +1 enemies engaged. Let's go ahead and enchant that. We're not gonna make it legendary, and that I think is everything. I doubt she's gonna be at range, but just in case. Pistol. I do have 2 superb pistols, so we will go ahead and give those to her. Thank you. He has 2 magic pistols. I have a magic pistol and a magic staff. I think everyone is good to go. I could do crashing surf. That's once per rest and once per rest. So those are activated. So no rush to get those done. Yeah. He is gonna switch to range though. The only thing I might do is trade her shield. So for shields, we can give her the heal. Which actually isn't too bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, this is 8. Let's do this. Let's give her the large shield. Boom. Let's give him this medium shield. We can either make it lustrous, captivating. Let's make it lustrous, and we're done. Alright, and now I feel like we're good to go. I don't know if he'll be in range. Excuse me, much. Weightless draw. That's not too bad, actually. Exercising. Ooh. Disruptive arrow. Oh, that's only once per rest. Purging volley once per rest. Alright. So we can either make it exercising or weightless. I like weightless. Alright, so we will go from... I mean, we could also... Well, we can't purge, I guess. Which is... It's not a bad one. For purging volley. Fires a volley reaching Eora elves do no damage. Ooh. Oh! Ooh. Well, let's do disruptive. Done. Alright, do we have anything on him? Nope, 7 more afflictions. Nothing soulbound on him. Nothing soulbound on her. I don't know if we have any better armor. Sure, we could give him this. It's better all around. Oh wait, or is this heavy? Hold on. I've made this mistake before. It's heavy. No, we want him to stick with medium. That's heavy. Oh, this is medium. This is a weird one. So it increases damage taken. I'm not sure I want to throw that on him. So yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy. I mean, I would love another blunting belt. For her. But I think this is the best we're gonna do. Could do that. And what does this do? Skill determined by the user's class. Area of effect. Wow, we don't have a lot of rings, do we? Alright, well that's gonna have to do. So we will, from here,
my pleasure, amiga.
go talk to speak with Flan at the Spire of the Soul Seeker. So let's go do that. And like I said, so the plan is to beat the game once, the VTC. I'll end this series. I'll do my little spiel at the end about, you know, if I recommend the game or not, the goods, the bads, that sort of thing. And then if you're interested, I am going to create some more videos where I beat the game with the RDC, the Principe, and the Juana, and we will go from there. We're going to ignore plucked fruit. I don't ever want to finish it. Just because I want to see what happens if you don't finish it. But otherwise, we're good to go. There's only one thing I actually want to do real quick. Let me go ahead and fast forward. So I think we got a good group.
Behold, Aethys is risen again. He is glorious in form and purpose.
Not her. Here we go.
You again? Oh, come take a look.
We're gonna buy this. There we go. Then if I look at my boats. So I started with the sloop. Oh, and then the dhow. And then the junk, the galleon. That's weird. Why is the Voyager all the way out here? Huh. How bizarre. Anyways. So, and I'm probably gonna beat the game in this boat. I don't know if the helmsman's good enough, but I don't have a choice. It takes way too long to level people up. For cannoneer. Boatswain up front. Best cannoneers probably need to be at the back. Hook. Everyone else is pretty much where they need to be. Level 3 surgeon, 4 deckhand. Get a slightly better deckhand in there. And then that is it, I believe. Let's trade him out for this person. And then that's it. So this will be our final crew. We're good to go. Yeah, so now we're going to go ahead. Hello, Polycraw. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're going to head to the Spire and side with the VTC.
Aethys, light of spring, sun of the world, thou givest me life and purpose.
East exit. Sacred Stair, Spire of the Soul Seers.
For venturing forth.
Alright, up we go. Loading screen after loading screen. This is the way things go. Let's go ahead and talk to Flan. And from this point on, we're going to side with the VTC.
There you are. We're just about ready. You know, when I started working on all this, I didn't really think we'd end up using it for this kind of thing. Guess it should be interesting at least.
Alright, walk me through the plan.
The plan. I will keep it short. Unfortunately for our friends in the Brass Citadel, there's an Adra pillar in the powder house. Used it for illumination, if you can believe it. That's a torch to the powder stores, and everyone in there, yourself included, goes up in fire. So, I have a device for you. It will explode after a delay. Time enough for you to get clear of the blast. Plant the explosive too far from the main stores, and they will isolate the blaze and save the tower. Too close, and you will have gone a long way to kill yourself. My suggestion is the vats. You'll know by the smell. In any case, you will have to find your own way out. I won't be there to transport you back to the tower. You'd better be sure that you're ready.
Alright.
So, one more thing. Don't get caught. And if you do get caught, make sure nobody's going to report seeing you. Whatever rests lightest on your conscience, nay? Look for the pillar to the east in the Brass Citadel. Should be an easy jump after the others. Here we go!
Alright, in we go. Also, fair warning, this may be a longer episode than usual, depending on how they break things up. Alright, yeah, so there's no way... I don't have Shodi with me. Alright, so what are we doing? Gunpowder silo, so we're looking for the vats. Powder house lower.
Just a few hours between me and a tall mug of ale.
Only 4 more weeks until my transfer.
I mean, I could fight my way through, but I'd like to kill as few people as possible. Although I guess I don't have a choice. Alright, okay. Clean. Oh no, here we go. Sabotage. Right. Oh no. Actually, at this point... Alright, so this is the way out, so we're not doing it here.
I'll finally beat Pero at Hazatoa.
I wonder how
I can feel it.
I should write.
What for, Cap?
You're the sneakiest. Oh, no, 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 no.
Just a few hours between me and a tall mug of ale.
Don't know where we're going. That's the issue. Said something
I
about...
wonder how Chico and the kids are. I should write.
Boy, they're making this hard. The vats.
Only 4 more weeks until my transfer.
Ah. Leave. Interesting. Then how long do we have...
In place.
I'll finally
Good.
beat Pero at Hazatoa.
No! Nope, 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 nope. Let's do a quick load. That's only because I wasn't paying enough attention. The question becomes,
Wonder how
I can feel it.
I should write.
how long do I have once placed? Whoa! No, 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 no! Ah! Alright, let's reload. So I can get there.
Finally beat Pero at Hazatoa.
I wonder how
I can feel it.
I should write.
A little more time to react. Then he comes here. Gonna swing around this way. No. Let's place. And then get the heck out of Dodge. Unless that happens? That's weird.
Captain,
Oh no, you don't.
done and done.
Oh, nope. You're going there.
Everything in order?
Oh. Up. Powder house lower. I'm gonna swing back this way. Can pause. Everyone, pause. Back here. No, that is not who I'm selecting. Back. Thank you. Here.
Aye.
Alright. That was in the vat. Can we just... Really? They're not gonna...
At once.
If I were them, I would run for the... Fudge. Alright, we're out. Hello, Avitas Greymane. And relation again, Greymane. Anyways, hope you're doing well. So we're out.
Let's take a look.
And let's go talk to the VTC.
Something I can do?
I say we bring the fist of the gods down on our enemies.
Oh, that takes me back to my childhood.
Merla. I did not think the explosion would be quite that big.
Alright, we're just gonna...
Margarine's flaming tits, Cap.
Birth. Wild mare. Should be okay. Dracaris127. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, hi. Out. In and out. Never had to fight anyone. Maybe they don't know it's me. I'm not that lucky. They know it's me. Alright, so let's go talk to the VTC. Oh, no, that's why. They open. They are open. No, they're not open.
Headquarters are still closed, Mom.
What if it's an
If it
emergency?
has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers
There is another way in. I just don't know how to get there. Ah, here we go. Inspect the grate. Use a spell to melt the bars. Through. So we snuck into the toilet because that is the way things go. But we really need to talk to Director Castle. So, implausible deniability. So we're just gonna head up. Ooh, and I might need a note card for this.
The offices are closed at this hour. I am to escort you safely from the premises.
Oh, come on! Alright. I know the
Even
way?
so,
Well, that stinks. I was hoping I could sneak in and talk to Director Castle after hours. But I guess not. That is annoying. Alright, so let's just wait for 8 in the morning. Alright. Now the offices are open. At least they didn't fight me. Alright.
there you are.
Hello? Can I help you?
Good thing I caught you. The Queen has summoned the director to the palace. Something about an explosion. Castle asked that you join him as soon as possible. The Apreta, please.
Oh, attend the meeting at the palace. Okay, well this was not expected. So, let's just head to the palace. I assume, yep, she's still recommended. But once she's not recommended, quickest way to the palace, believe it or not, down here, south exit. Prince Crown. Can't go to the rooftops, so to the palace. And no one saw me, so... The throne room echoes with nervous muttering. A few heads turn in response to your entrance. But most of the attention is fixed on the tense assemblage before the throne where an anxious-looking Valiant stands flanked by guards.
1,000 swoles he offered me. I should have charged 10 times that.
Payment for igniting Rawatai's stockpile of black powder. Do we have that correct, Andakio?
It is so, Highness.
I say nothing?
Director, you stand between Wodika's justice and Tangaloa's open mouth. Has the time come to amend your statement?
With respect, Your Highness, these charges are absurd. If that man is being paid, it is not from my pocket.
You expect us to believe that? This reeks of gutless Valian subterfuge.
Peace, Hazanui. I invited the Watcher here as a witness, and I dare anyone to find a more credible source. Watcher, please state your name for the Kahanga court.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Did you witness the explosion at the Brass Citadel?
Oh no! Wow. Well, we are supposed to. Oh no. All right. Okay, so this is why it's a choice. If we side with the VTC, so we're siding with the VTC, and the best way to burn the bridges, oh god, no matter what, the RDC is gonna end against us. If I say, "Witness it, Highness, I lit the fuse myself," then I'm gonna have to point the... I did, Your Highness?
Akira, then it is...
Then let's get on with it.
This is madness.
Worry not. Tell us what you saw, Watcher.
No. Okay, so I don't have a choice. Right, and then it's gonna lead to...
You idiot. Esteemed dignitary.
Step aside, Director. Your trial is at an end, I say.
Alright, yeah, so you don't have a choice.
Watcher, you could have done so much. Are we?
Try not to scream as you pass.
Not so fast, boy. The Watcher's mine.
Alright, and then they attack? Or what's going... Yeah, alright. So, if I go to load game, Kahanga Palace, I just wanted to see what would happen. So our choices are, at this point, it's an interesting dilemma. Alright.
Ak, payment.
Ak, it is so.
You arrive in Director.
With respect.
You expect us to believe that?
Peace, Hazanui. I invited the Watcher. Please state, did you witness the explosion?
So no matter what, if we side with the VTC, if we say I did it, or that sort of thing, no matter what, we're going to lose the Juana and the RDC. So if no matter what we do, we're going to lose their backing by following the VTC step. I say we go out with a bang, naturally, since I was following your orders to blow it up.
You scheming rat. I'll blow you from the cannons and hang your remains from our walls.
How, very unexpected. For all of us.
You idiot. Esteemed dignitaries, this was not how I...
Step aside, Director. Your trial is at an end, I say.
Let's not be too hasty.
The time for negotiation has passed. We could have done so much more for each other. Such a waste. Aruihi, I call on you as my headsman to see...
Try not to scream as you pass through Tangaloa's jaws.
Not so fast, boy. The Watcher's...
Okay, wow! Boy, you really don't have a choice. Okay. Hello, just call me Blah. I hope you're doing well. If this is the way we're gonna play it... So what do we got? We've got a warden, so fighters, a chanter, a couple of named, and some archers. And he's just kind of sitting around. So Eder, if you please, draw their attention. Pelagina, you get the back. Everyone else, we'll go ahead and pop this. Chanter first. In addition, I do not see piercing armor, and that's it. So let's go ahead and toss out some spinning tornadoes of doom. Boy, we're just And this is a problem. Alright, he's paralyzed. Alright, nope, they're facing them, so we can switch to this. He's doing fine. Queen's Guard. Oh, no, that Queen Guard is active. And we'll toss out another tornado. Alright, that is bouncing around. We'll go ahead and get a second one bouncing around. Actually, you know what might be more effective? Get some paralyzers going. Thank you. And now to the back. And Seraphin's gonna go ahead and... Oh. Paralyze that chanter. Whoa! Somebody blew up. Right, Pelagina's fighting. Edder's fighting. That's a Queen's Guard. Oh, that's not Edder. He's fighting. Alright. Everyone's kind of in melee, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to melee. There we go. And we can even toss out a very effective Psychic Scream. Alright, and we're doing fine. Guard, Prince Ruhe. Let's get that Queen's Guard down. Actually, let's get this Spear Warden down. Fine. Just some archers. Aha. Chanter. Ranged. Chanter. Pelagina can help with the Prince. I got enough to do another Paralyze. Ooh, did not land. I'm impressed, Mr. Warden. Oh, wow, he's just wailing on me. Alright. Prince down.
I'll be more than half-handed,
Alright. Melee. He's switching to ranged. I'm switching to ranged. We're gonna focus the Chanter. And he's gonna toss out a Moonwell. For mine. Melee. What are my chances of paralyzing? Decent. I'll take over a 50% shot. You. Melee. Casting. And he can go range.
Need something stronger.
Pelagina should be fine. You. Alright, now everyone else go ranged. Range. Focus the Chanter. Interesting. No pen. What's her armor? 12? But I do slashing. Huh. Let's give him some... Oh, Chanter's down. Alright, now the archers. And let's give him some really good penetration. Like you.
I am the Alpha Predator.
Now the other archer. Alright, and now Hazanui Karu. There we go. Everything.
Certainly.
Because that... Sorry, that's what we do.
The light's foot and an heavy bullet, I cap.
Go. Alright. Serpent's Crown. Hopefully we don't have to fight our way back to the VTC. Really? We're gonna have to fight our way to the VTC. Alright. I'll take that.
I shall.
Alright, good. Oh! Bugger. Their way. Road east. Can we go east? Oh, at least it's only one crown guard. Do immobilize.
Ahoy.
Tuck it in there.
Another attack, Cap. Behold me, mother.
Ah, he's doing fine. Why isn't he firing with his gun? Oh, that's interesting. Right, whatever.
I'll be more than half hands, Eora.
Alright.
There.
Another one down, switching to ranged. Alright. Can we get out of here now? Thank you. King's Birth. Wild Mare. Oi. So when you go hard. Alright. Alright. Let's go talk to Director Castle. Please be open. I don't want to have to wait around again. I always get the timing wrong. Oh, good. That was interesting to me. If that was interesting to you. So now we've burned our bridges with everyone except the VTC. Let's go team up with the VTC. We've also pretty much decapitated the Juana and the RGC, so I don't know how effective they're going to be when the VTC takes over, but we will find out. Castle!
I had all faith that you would succeed. No mistaking your escape, certainly. The city is in an uproar. Not that the Juana weren't on edge already. With the prince dead and the queen in hiding, the Royal DeadFire Company will be scrambling to compensate for their losses. I regret that it came to this, but I suppose it does make things simpler in the end. I certainly don't regret your involvement. You've been our greatest asset in these difficult times. You have earned your reward twice over.
Alright. I did this so we can reach Kaizo. Let's get started. None of what we did back there sits poorly with your conscience?
You heard Queen Onakaza, no? That little performance she arranged? If we succumb to regret,
he has a
our
point.
Enemies will outpace us. Even with the Royal DeadFire Company out of the way, I cannot imagine that our pursuit of Ukaizo will go unchallenged. We do have an advantage. Something no one else has discovered. A way through the storms. The Animancers have a device for your ship, something much like their equipment at the Spire. The fleet will meet you at the edge of Andra's Mortar and defend you from any threat that may arise. Once you are in position, the Animancers will transport your ship through the Between and to Ukaizo itself. The culmination of all your work.
I'm ready.
Then I will send word to them. We have a single chance at this, Watcher. If you have any
I'm not sure I can, so we're just gonna head straight to Ukaizo. Journey. I can use any companions for this I want, so I'm gonna go ahead and once we get in the boat, I'm gonna trade Pelagina out for Shodi, and this will be my main group. I feel like it's got a lot of give and take. It's got a decent amount of defense, sort of thing. All right. It's a very flexible group. So let's head out to sea. Are there any supplies? That's pretty much it. I see. This takes about 20 minutes, then we're on track for a slightly longer episode than usual. But I think from this point on, I'm just gonna go. So this, like I said, this could be a much longer video than usual. So we're gonna immediately change her for Shodi. And we're just gonna head here, I guess. Oh! Whoa! Oh, wow! Wow! Map. Really? Why did I lose to Kehu? They were both like 2s. Like the best you could be. Well, I got Seraphim. I got Shodi. Wow, I honestly did not expect to lose to Kehu and Maya, despite what I did. Wow. Alright, well, I guess I don't have a choice. Pelagina it is. Huh. So you may not have a choice, right? Because if I side with... That means if I side with the Juana, I'm going to lose Pelagina and Maya. What happens if you side with the pirates? Do you lose everybody? There is plenty of ocean to sail, many lands to explore. Lies ahead, you dwarfs them all. Should you choose to sail on, continue forward. Andra's border ranges on the horizon, a vast wall of whirling clouds of rain, punctuated by the silver flickering of light. Wind pushes against you as if to ward whatever lies beyond from Defiant's approach. Defiant leads the fleet, crashing through the turbulent waters like an axe through the army. God's alive, Badu mutters, staring up at the storm. Eora the Mad blinks at the blackening sky. New and old salt once who claimed the mortar were the edge of the world. I called him a fool. Now though, now I ain't so certain. Day's as good as any to learn what the gods have in store for us. Shit, Captain, one of the hands cries. Hostile vessels inbound to forward port. Suppose it be too much to ask to be alone out here. It's the RDC. No surprise there. Your own and maybe more. The fleet's turning captain, setting the gun ports against their enemy. Some excitement. Studying the enemy. Formation. Fleet. Right. Over companions. Legina, Seraphim. Alright. Take us into the storm, Oswald. Speed as Defiant comes about. You grab the aft rail to keep from going overboard beneath you, just below the surface of the water, from some immense creature. Uh-oh. It moves towards the battle, the water curling back like parted skin on either side of the base to reveal a monstrosity not of flesh, but of slick Adra in green metal. The surface of the water bulges, then bursts with a roar like the crash of the surf. A dragon explodes from the water. The familiar scaled form of I'm never going to say that. Skyro sweeps low, wings outstretched just above the white-tipped waves, before spraying its briny breath over the metallic monster. The monstrosity turns on the sea dragon and they slam into one another, tearing at each other with tooth of fang. Essence pours off the pair as they pound one another with their abilities at point blank. Sweet, merciful Andra, I was not expecting that. They're cheering for the dragon. Go now. Oh, beings! Interesting. Go now while I hold the attention of these beings, Skyro says. Our debts are cleared, Watcher. We might not get another chance. Love. Alright, 2. Thing and everything, everyone, you know, whatever you love, whatever you hold sacred, we're here to save it. Alright. Rain begins to fall. Choppy waters. Oh. Aha! Shouting orders over the wind, the team coordinates, pulling the levers and spinning the wheels to activate the machine. Many of them plug their ears or mutter prayers to the gods. Others stand enraptured, gazing toward their approaching Adra with an air of accomplishment. Then the final levers engage. Oh, this isn't good. Nothing happens, and your ship remains in a collision course with the pillar. As you scramble to brace for impact, one of the animuses breaks away to retrieve a copper device that fell to the deck. He snaps it back into its setting on the machine and wipes a spray of water off her brow, grinning and flashing a hopeful signal. The machine spools to life at once, and the Adra responds in kind. Reality grows hazy around the point of your prow, forming a rift that swallows the tip of your vessel with no time to spare. The breach expands to accommodate the rest of your ship, allowing you to sail through without resistance. The air thickens on the far side of the rift as you bob along the ethereal tide. Defiant lists at a disconcerting angle, though your boots never leave the deck. The gentle splash defiantly dips down into tangible waters as you maneuver through the other side of the rift. Turbulent winds and rains at your back, and Kaizo lies ahead. Ornate spires reach up from the island, hinting at the city within. Not all of Ukaizo has weathered the millennia with equal grace. Other structures jut and lean out of the surrounding shallows, making the waters around the island impassable by ship. You resolve to take the skiff the rest of the way. Alright, and we're in. That was cool. So we skipped it. I think we skipped an entire fight there by freeing the dragon. Travel to Ukaizo, locate Aothos. Alright. I'm just gonna go. This could turn out to be an hour-and-a-half video. If it does, I apologize. This could turn into a 2-hour video, and again, if it does, I apologize. We're just gonna go. We are going to adjust this real quick. No, we're not. We're fine. Alright, let's go. Map. Nothing to do. That was Cool. Grand Promenade. Andra's Spire. Oh, we can't go, so we have to do the Grand Promenade.
To think, this storm has been here since the Ingwithins left Eora. Little wonder that Ukaizo has been lost for all this time.
Off the bronze feature. In the city of suicide with the storms. Is there a way to disable this? I guess there has to be a way, right? Furious storms. Flying through rope. You can make out the shapes of distant spires reaching up from the flooded ruins. Yep. Well, here we are. How are you feeling, Eder?
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. But this place really is gilded. Might as well be a different world.
It's the simple life?
This, which you can barely remember. All I know is my life took a turn when this world came stomping into mine. These great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with.
Their problems are Kith problems, both civilizations, different as they were, reached something that had to be done.
And now here we are, with Aethys trying to undo the whole thing. God of redemption, trying to redeem the gods. What a mess.
How about Pelagina?
Once again, it seems you have led me into a divine mess. At least this time, we will see the gods get what they deserve. And thanks to you, the company will benefit in the end. I am honored to have served with you, Watcher. You are and will always be my camarata.
Because emotional worth. Oh, that's nice. We're a champion of her country. Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Let us go.
If we choose any others, we're losing Pelagina.
We gonna do this or what?
It's a sight.
We've made it this far, yet we're still alive. Might as well square off with my god before our luck runs dry.
Think we can reason with them?
It didn't work so good at Mogren's teeth, now. But sure, we can try to sway my god's will again. Well, if anyone could do it, I reckon it'd be you. Tell me, Watcher, can there be a god of light and birth if souls themselves can no longer be reborn?
And I'm just gonna hammer this home. There was a cycle of birth and rebirth before the gods came along in this form. Before the wheel was created. So that means there must be one after.
Sure do. If Gon wants you dead, I figure he can do it himself. Besides, the part of him that's been stomping through the DeadFire didn't much help me at Mogren's teeth. I thought it'd be different how it turned out, but I couldn't dream of any other way. Now then, shall we go face my god for one last time? Find out what it is we can or can't do in these end times. Whether we're meant to wither or thrive. Consider me your second shadow.
Seraphin?
I look back, and I ain't but half sure how we got ourselves here, Cap.
We flew a boat through the beyond. What's confusing about that?
Only everything. Hope you know what you be doing. Wouldn't have hoisted the same colours myself, but you'd be well aware of that. Talked myself blue about it by now.
Want to do nice to get us all through this.
I know, Cap. Onwards then, Cap.
Alright, let's go. Alright, that's there. That's in memory of Nagati's first chosen. That's the full map. That's literally everything you can do on this map. So we have to go to Andra's Spire. It's a machine of some sort. Nothing to activate or mess with. Am I missing something? Ah, here we go. What's this? Though the device atop the tower spins in wild, blurring revolutions, the air around it is still and calm. You stand in the eye of the storm, which is cordoned off Andra's mortar from the rest of Eora for thousands of years. You see an antiquated control panel, its levers engaged in positions of activation. Something about this place echoes with ancient awareness. Its corporate feelings of longing and distress reach out to you. Your mind is assaulted. Complex symbols and postures, most of them beyond your reckoning. As the cessation pulls away, you recognize that it left behind knowledge of water shaping as it existed long ago. Armed with the memory, a capable water shader might wield the power of their ancestors. Takehu should find this interesting. A deep percussion shakes the tower by its roof. Somewhere in the obscurity of the storm, Aothos rears back, his fist delivering a mighty blow. The control panel has weathered the millennia better than the rest of the city. A layer of dust covers its elegant glass tubes and engraved copper leaves, which appear both intact and fully functional. Deactivate the machine. You grip the largest of the levers and bring it up to its starting position. The vibration of machinery gradually slows, and turbulent winds grow calm. I wonder if you can finish the game without deactivating that.
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its machinery settles into a low whir and then, at last, hiccups to a halt. Beyond the tower, the black, roiling clouds of Andra's mortar roll away from the ancient city of Ukaizo, with only a tired sigh of wind to see them off. And on that last breath of wind, comes to you a familiar sound. The ring of a bell. The bell's ringing is soft, not the clangor and torrent you've grown used to. It calls to your soul, and your soul yearns to follow it. Your soul flees from your body and into the beyond, chasing that sound. It leads you at last to Bareth's realm, to that cold platform and room of endless doors.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid night stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
What will come after this?
That will depend on the will of Kith, whose desires are ever in flux. Soon you will confront Aothas for what will likely be the final time. And you will do so as the Herald of Bareth, the only creature on the face of Eora to whom he will listen. Remember that.
The pallid night inclines her head to you, black hair hanging lank in her face. She steps back and cedes the floor to Helia with a small, resigned sigh.
If Aothas truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the real, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer. How can Aothas be so cruel? He cannot just abandon them. Aothas must help the Kith find a quick solution.
Abaddon strides forward.
Aothas thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was in trusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aothas will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aothas must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Eora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
Should Aothas leave this decision solely to the Kith?
You have misgivings. Good. You should be wary of any help Aothas might offer you. With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aothas is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall take my rightful place as Queen of the Gods again.
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us, they could never have even begun. They must be shown their boundaries to surpass them.
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Boudica's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantages. Only once Kith have striven to improve themselves through trial will they truly know their measure. Kith must suffer to find their strength if they are to survive the world into which Aethys drags them. Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and counter to our purpose.
He lets his words hang in the air for a moment. Gaze, level with your own.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. Trial breeds ingenuity. If our work of generations was not in vain, Kith will succeed in spite of Aethys' actions. I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Aethys' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
Aethys won't do this if he didn't agree with you. Maybe we're not doomed after all. I like that one.
And yet you come to Okaizo with only the Valians at your back. All that Kith stand to lose, and even then your leaders could not join hands, squabbling instead over prestige and resources. You believe that will change when my final death comes calling? You are a greater fool than I thought. Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. If Aethys were wise, he would destroy everything. End life, end reincarnation, end death.
No, we're not doing that one.
Kith have had their chance. It is time to let silence reign.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Night returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among the gods, but meets you at your height. She lets the arms crossed over her chest fall to her sides. She speaks to you openly, plainly, an expression almost like tenderness, turning up the corners of her lips.
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe?
Ooh. I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't know the gods. The wheel, I'm not sure of anything anymore.
You have some time to think yet, but not perhaps as much as you would like. Now the time has come for us to part, Watcher. I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it in time, but not now. You have work to do yet. You are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose to return it to the wheel. You made his memory his penance. Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone may sway Aethys now. When you stand before him, choose your words carefully.
She claps her gauntleted hands together, and a sound like thunder rumbles through the room. As the floor crumbles and falls away beneath you, you hear the sound of a single bell ringing, and beneath it, the faintest whisper.
Conscience returns to in a wave. Oh, there he is in the background. You can actually see him. As the last of the machinery's energy dissipates, the calming of the storm reveals the sprawling city around you, like sand wiped from a mosaic. You see the distant outline, Aethys raising his fist in triumph and purpose.
Keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, I think Aethys is ending the world.
It is good to see you awake. It seems the storm has passed.
Gods and darnation. My head.
In here with me thinking we were right and proper dead this time. We ain't dead, right?
The tower make a distant shape amid the ruins below. Iron-studded warship has dropped anchor in the shallows, its cannons angled to the shore. The ship is nearly cracked in half, but the standard of the Royal DeadFire Company persists in flapping with the breeze. The empty decks tells that the surviving crew have long since boarded a skiff. Ever there was a place for a final standoff, it's Ukaizo. Well, maybe they came to negotiate. Map. App? How do I leave? I mean, I came from this side. Alright, I can just leave from this side. Can't get there yet. I guess we go here? Yep. Alright. So who are we facing? Astora trudges towards you. He looks tired and haggard, and his robes are rumpled and torn, but he doesn't seem to notice any of this. He focused on you.
So, it ends like this. Rawatai will accomplish wonders with this place. It is a shame you won't be a part of them.
Why are we arguing when Aethys is destroying the cycle?
Are you truly so short-sighted? Aethys will finish his work, and whatever comes next, I will see that Rawatai survives.
Alright, Header up front, Pelagina on this side, hold them at the thing, range. We've got Gunhawks, Weather Mage, Gunhawk, Soldier. I don't know what he's gonna be. Let's focus that Weather Mage first. I no longer have any AoE and apparently no music, so that's kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and toss this out here. And we toss out... Nope. Where is it? There it is. A Paralyze.
Me too, man.
I'm going to go ahead and toss out a Bouncing Storm of Doom. Tornado O Death here. Here we go. Escape? Found? Nope. Just no music for this section, I guess, randomly. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Weather Mage. That's bouncing. Let's toss out a Paralyze.
Now you be...
Look, where's Pelagina? Where is Pelagina? Pelagina's kind of... Alright, well... Alright, Shodi, switch to melee. I'm going over here. Pelagina's going over there. Okay, I'm gonna focus the Weather Mage. Pelagina is going to... Glorious Beacon? Weather Mage. There we go. Right, now... Birds.
Perfect.
Mine, they blew up. The Gunhawks. Right. Can we get Shodi out of there? Yes, we can. She's switching to range. I honestly have no idea where the music went. This is a slaughter. Right?
Yeah.
Then there was
Wow,
one.
time to separate them. That hardly seems fair.
Right? Put them with their stuff. Now the music kicks in. I guess we go over here? Yes. Moigueth.
You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the gods' great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms. An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries. The pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
Well, I can't fight him, so it's gonna have to be talking.
Strange to see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
This isn't right. You can't put this burden on us. You can't make the gods' problems our problems, our responsibility to fix. How can you have faith that what you're doing is good? You know how many people are going to suffer because of this. No matter how you spin this, you can't set it straight.
Adair, I wish I could explain it to you. It breaks my heart that I cannot. But no matter how much you curse me, do not despair. The souls of this world will need people like you. Lights burning brightly in the darkness to come.
Gon, please, I'm begging you. What do I do following this? How am I to best serve those still living? To improve our future chances of survival?
The DeadFire and the Eastern Reach are full of animancers. Women and men with brilliant minds who can solve this great problem. They will also need people with brilliant souls, like you, Shodi. People who can tend to the spiritual needs of the world in a time of fear and desperation. Remember, the flame you bear is not only light, but warmth. Provide comfort to all who need it.
And again, ain't never chatted up a god before. Feel like I should be asking something profound and philosophical. And yet, the thing I'd be wanting to know, what be stopping the other gods from coming down and just setting this shit back straight, and then you breaking it again? This be our new tides then, all up and down over and over till the sea drowns us all?
A wise question, Seraphim. Have no doubt, some of the gods are already trying to figure out a way to fix this on their own. It is not beyond their capabilities. After all, we made these machines with the Huana many years ago. But it is not something they can do easily. Not without mortal assistance. It will be for mortals to decide if they should receive it.
I want you to know. I appreciate what you are doing.
But Pallegina, you do so only because in this, you foresee the death of my kin. We have wronged you. We have wronged all mortals for far too long. But after this moment, you may see a change in my brothers and sisters. Humility can be good for the soul, even a god's. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
I've come to ask you, mortals are going to need a head start on things to prevent the god from re-establishing control. Okay, so our choices are, I've come to ask you to take pity on the mortals on this world who will suffer from your actions. After you're gone, the gods will go to war with each other and other mortals, unless they have a strong leader. Not an option. Mortals are going to need a head start on things to prevent the gods from re-establishing control. You need to inspire them. I want you to go further. I want you to destroy it all, only to bear witness I've come to fight you. I like 3. We're going to need a head start.
Mortals are already inspired. It is what has pushed them on for hundreds of generations to reach this point in time. Animancy is poised to go far beyond what we Ingwithans ever discovered. Why does Helia think I should lend more power to mortals?
Because, oh wow, if this is truly for the benefit of mortals, you are obligated to set them on the right path, not just leave them stranded, or because I believe in Kith. I believe in our potential to do good in this world. I like 3.
As do I. From where should mortals draw their inspiration?
They should look to the future. The imagination and inventive spirit should guide them.
Very well, Watcher. I will ensure that mortals are inspired by my passing, that my power not be expended in vain. I must attend to my final work now. I cannot delay any longer. You have carried a heavy burden across the DeadFire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
No sooner have Eothas' word enter your mind than you hear one final, dissonant ring of the chime within you, then silence. The knot that formed when the pallid night first addressed you in the beyond is now gone.
You are free now, as free as any of us can be. Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you, but always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Eothas squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Eothas draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. He returns to his task, each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone and twisting metal, the flickering of luminous Adra across Ukaizo. As the ancient machine finally begins to succumb to his strength, so too does Aethys's body, built to withstand the passage of thousands of years. The great Adra statue has finally been pushed beyond its limits. Cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not slow his assault, but continues unabated. Its brass rings twisted, the machine spins erratically but withstands the relentless barrage. Aethys stands astride it and pummels the base of the machine. Soul energy begins to flare out from the machine's heart, warping the air with the intense heat. Aethys drives his right fist into the machine's center, the core of metal and Adra. The god lets out a deafening shout, something between a cry of anguish and a roar of exultation. You see Aethys's arm shatter upward from his hand through his elbow. A flash of light and heat bursts from the core, accompanied by a cacophony of destruction. The moment passes as Aethys's shout echoes throughout the valley. Your eyes begin to recover. The god's work is accomplished. The great machine of Ukaizo has been destroyed. The wheel has been unmade. As Aethys's voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have rediscovered the ancient city where the wheel was forged, and you have seen the wheel shattered. What comes next is uncertain, but already the legend spreads of the Watcher, who survived Andra's mortar and stood toe-to-toe with Aethys. On your recommendation, Aethys disperses his essence, and that of the thousands of souls within him, to centers of knowledge and learning around the world. Animancers, engineers, wizards, and scholars of all stripes make astounding breakthroughs in understanding and harnessing the phenomena that govern Eora. Under the leadership of Director Castall, and amply supplied with Ukaizo's luminous Adra, the Valian Trading Company unites animancers from around the world. The advances they make together promise to surpass even the work of the Anguithans. While some of these developments prove beneficial to Kith, others are decidedly less so. But such is the price of innovation. What remains to be seen is how, indeed whether, they will restore the cycle Aethys has broken. At Ukaizo, the Valian Trading Company discovers a cornucopia of Anguithan devices and artifacts, as well as vast reserves of luminous Adra. Under Director Castall's leadership, the company is poised to become not only the foremost authority on animancy, but also the dominant power in DeadFire. The Songreta Mea Compressa quickly approves the construction of an academy at Ukaizo, in addition to several permanent settlements. With the Kahanga monarch reduced to a figurehead, the Huana tribes fragment further. Some profit by working with the Valiants, and others find themselves evicted from their old lands. But for many, life continues much as it had before. The Valians' business interests trump their enmity, and they allow most of the Royal DeadFire Company's ships and personnel to remain in the archipelago to trade. Rauatai's legendary cannons pose little threat to them now. After all, the Valians could not want for better leverage than Andra's spire. The storms across the Rauataian mainland subside along with those of Andra's mortar. However, Rauatai regards this respite with a wary eye, ever mindful that the machinery at Andra's spire remains under their foes' control. The influx of Valian business into DeadFire creates an unprecedented opportunity for the Principes and Patrena. Though their dreams of conquest have been squashed, there are more than enough prizes passing through to keep the captains in silk and their crews fed and content. And business is good enough that the Songreta is willing to write off more than a few losses with each transit. The mysterious deaths of Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa provoke hostilities between the Valian settlers and the Huawan residents. What starts with angry words escalates to retaliatory killings as each side blames the other.
That's Maya.
By the time anyone bothers to question the strange coincidences surrounding their deaths, including reports of a cloaked Omawi woman seen in both the port and the village, both sides have gone too far to turn back. The conflict eventually draws the attention of the Songreta Mea Compressa. They dispatch a mercenary company to subdue the remaining Juana and select a strict hardliner to replace Clario. Port Mage becomes a cautionary tale for Juana tribes that would consider violence against the Valian Trading Company. As the balance of power changes in DeadFire, so too does Nekataka transform. The Valian Trading Company builds up the port in Queensbirth. The company's expanding presence, however, quickly outgrows the dockside district. Company facilities and personnel spread throughout Nekataka. Largely forgotten amidst more prominent concerns, the Gullet continues to be a miserable place, especially for those Raparo who flee to Nekataka seeking a haven amidst the turmoil. For them, the Grand City is a promise cruelly broken. Though the loss of Skiarilafis's essence weakens the Water Shapers Guild, animancers with the Valian Trading Company offer a proposition. In exchange for knowledge of water shaping, they will develop a new source of essence for the Guild. Some of the elders balk at sharing their secrets with foreigners, but the partnership that follows proves fruitful for the Guild as well as the animancers.
That's an interesting outcome.
Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide him, but that changes as word of Aethys's deeds at Ukaizo spreads. After all, what business have they worshipping a god who denied his own legitimacy? The faith of the children of the Dawnstars fades, but their commitment to the people of DeadFire does not. They continue feeding, healing, and helping the neediest, just as they have for decades. It is no longer a holy mission, but it is a mission all the same.
Not a bad thing.
Ruanu, the chieftain of the Juana at Tikawara, dies mysteriously. The tribe finds his body washed up on the same beach where Anaharu challenged him to the trial of waves. Some blame Anaharu's vengeful spirit. Others see it as Ngati's final judgment. And a few speak of a strange man seen lingering in the village.
Maya again.
The leaderless tribe eventually scatters. Some head to Nekataka, while others seek out the Wahaki. The dragon, Neraskirlas, no longer passes between Eora and the White Void, and the dead flow slowly breaks apart, exposing the temple long frozen within. Under Halfyorn's guidance, the Harbingers of Dusk resettle within Remergon's temple, vowing to forever protect it from the defiling touch of outsiders. Over time, the group becomes increasingly reclusive and fanatical, attacking any who dare approach their holy site. In besting the Beast of Winter, you earned the Death God's mercy rather than his enmity. The deity remains characteristically unforthcoming about his decision, and you're left to wonder whether in doing battle with him in the White Void, you somehow furthered his apocalyptic ambitions.
So we kicked the ass of one of his probably many avatars, and he was like, not bad, I kind of like you. Okay.
Though your adventures alter the destiny of Eora and the balance of power in DeadFire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Your companions find themselves changed, in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hesango, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose in working alongside his uncle to repair the many scars left upon DeadFire by the gods. Under Adair's guidance, Byrne grows into the kind of irreverent, stubborn hothead that would have made his mother proud. And Adair visits her gravesite, often to tell her so.
That's cool.
Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy, and you suspect, lifelong friendship. Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawnstars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the DeadFire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Neketaka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting on her part. She leaves you with her sickle and a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "A keepsake from a path once walked. Remember me, Watcher, for I will forever dream of you."
All that work for a relationship, and by all that work, I mean I stumbled into it accidentally. So, okay, that's cool.
Though the two of you no longer travel together, Shodi holds fast to the memory of you in her heart, remaining your fierce and doting girlfriend, faithful even in her absence. You receive a missive for every day apart, though they often arrive in a single bundle some weeks or months past. In them, she writes of how she misses you, how you are like a fire that burns inside her, how one day surely you will be reunited again. Until then, she prays for your safety as she continues to labor in service to Gon. Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world. You let Rimaro go, and the former pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edir Empire, Old Valia, and the Republics. For the remainder of your time together, Seraphin seems, if not exactly happy, at least contented with the outcome of your confrontation with his former mentor at Sayuka.
Yes, chat. That was implying I never see Shodi again. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We'll see if they ever make a 3.
After your encounter with Aethys, the pirate drifts into quiet contemplation. As you sail into your next port, he meets you at the ship's rail. He'll be leaving the gods to you going forward, he tells you, and saving his bullets for those like to die from them. Seraphin parts company with you not long after. Occasionally, in the years that pass, you hear tales of his ship, the Taste of Freedom, and its violent exploits against any and all who would purchase or purvey Kith.
Go Seraphin.
For assisting the Watcher in securing Ukaizo for the Valian Trading Company, Pallegina is honored in a ceremony at Biajepe, attended by all 5 of the Duke's bells. Duke Ramasi is so overjoyed by his good fortune that he offers Pallegina a boon. She immediately takes the Duke up on his offer by requesting that the ducal charter of the Fremas Mes Consualias be amended to allow the admission of women. Soberly, the Duke accepts, much to his chagrin. The following spring, the Brotherhood admits its first 5 girl cadets. Following her triumphant return to the Republics, Pallegina is assigned to be the personal guard of the Duchess Sparento. She excels in this role, and is favored by the Duchess above all other members of the Brotherhood. She finds time to write to her camerata often, telling you of the great advances in animancy and arts the Republics continue to make at home, in the DeadFire and beyond. Pallegina renews her relationship with Giacomo, corresponding with him regularly, and even meeting with the old Animancer once or twice a year. Though she does not understand the intricate details of his research, she reads his letters and responds with great enthusiasm. Her brothers, and even the Dukes themselves, note that Pallegina's demeanor is always warmer on the days when she receives a letter. Rumors even spread that some of the brothers have seen her smile. Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the DeadFire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen.
Okay, I like that outcome. I get the feeling Pallegina's outcome and a lot of the other scenarios is not gonna be as happy.
Though Maya's covert assignment in the DeadFire is considered a success, few claim knowledge of it or openly congratulate her. She receives no praise beyond knowing glances or the occasional raised tankard from her countrymen. She never responds. She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza. Takehu distances himself from the problems of the DeadFire, giving the tribes a reprieve from godlike omens. Ngati's silence speaks volumes. The Huana grow to rely on each other, paving a new way forward divorced from their traditions. Soon after his departure from Nekataka, sailors report of mountainous water sculptures rising from the open sea, entrancing and salacious. These works are celebrated everywhere, from the brothel to the palace, though the identity of the artist remains an open question. Your farewell is short and cordial. Nothing further needs to be said, and you wish each other well. Takehu does not look back. The sea feels restless in his absence. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves. As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
Oh. The credits. Alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. Like I said, this is a long video, so I apologize for that. But we covered a lot in that last bit. Overall, the game is excellent. If you like old school RPGs, or if you're interested in old school RPGs like this, pick it up. If you can't afford it now, wait for it to go on sale. There are a few minor bugs. I don't think they break the game. There were some sound balancing issues here and there. Seems like Some of the sound work could have been a little better, but overall, an excellent game, and I would recommend it to anyone. Hold on. I would say, if you've got the time, and you want to play this, give it a shot. It's a good game. It's fun. There's even a lot of replayability. I played a single class chanter, you know, and I tried to pick single classes for almost everyone else, but there are, at least class-wise, multiple ways to play this. Like I said, each class has subclasses. You can multi-class, you know, so there are a lot of ways to play through the game. Story-wise, there are a few breakpoints here and there, which could be interesting for replayability. Not a whole lot of them, but enough to encourage, you know, a couple of playthroughs. I am a slow player. I poke my nose in everything. I'm sure if I did another playthrough, it would be a little faster. But even on the quickest playthrough, you're probably looking at, you know, 40 to 60 hours. And that's including the DLC. So maybe 75 hours. In case you're wondering, I clock in at a solid 108 hours on my first playthrough. And that's with one DLC. They have confirmed there are 2 more DLC guaranteed to come out. The game's only going to get bigger. I find the characters interesting. The voice work was appreciated and very well done for the most part. I liked a lot of the choices you had to make. I will say, occasionally they ran into that issue where you sat there and, well, wait a minute, why can't I choose this option? As opposed to the options you're giving me. Why isn't, you know, you've given me options A and B, but why can't I choose option C or D? Like, I think there should be a way to get everyone to go. Maybe not the pirates, but at least some way to align yourselves with the RDC. You know, I'm not saying it should be easy, but with the RDC, with the VTC, with the Huana, you know, and all of you go as a group and work together. You know, that sort of thing. There are multiple ways this could have ended. I appreciate that if you want to see all of them. There are multiple outcomes for all of your priests. For all of your characters and companions. As we saw, about halfway through the game, I decided to help Shodi deal with her souls and her lantern. I'm betting if I had decided no, just keep absorbing souls, just focus on servicing only Gone, go that dark route, she would have had a much different ending. The gameplay-wise, it feels very balanced. The DLC has some issues with some items, but otherwise it's okay. Other than that, overall, real good. I can't think of any major complaints other than, like, all my complaints are going to be on the nitpicky side. And that's pretty much it that I can think of. Let me go ahead and speed this up. 1532. We'll go ahead and speed that up. Yep, see? And there's more DLC. And this should cut to the thing. And I'm trying to think, so good game. Definitely recommend. If you can't afford it now, you know, where is my sound? If you can't afford it now, wait for it to go on sale. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely replayability. Good characters, good voice acting. The combat. My only complaint about the combat is they need to make engagement a little harder to be ignored. It is one thing to say, alright, if I engage someone and they run by me, I get a free attack. It is another thing when most AI just ignores your tanks and goes straight for everyone. Other than that, it feels balanced overall. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I just want to show you real quick. I clicked new game, right? All the things I've been saving up, these blessings, allow me to go ahead and start the game with extra abilities. I can begin the game with inherent bonuses. So if I start a new game, I could potentially have all of these bonuses. That sort of thing. You know, extra starting money, start at level 4, bonus attributes, explore the world map, unique item vendor, experienced ship captain, better shields, better weapons and armor, double the normal skill bonuses. So it would allow you to play... It would probably, except, turn a Path of the Damned game into roughly a veteran of classic difficulty level. Classic would be pushover if you enabled all of them, so on and so forth. But it would be interesting to go ahead and play with some of the blessings. Like this vendor, I'm curious. I'm pretty sure I can afford all of them. Oh no, I can't. Look at that. Close to it. 15. Oh, one short. Not worth it. So this is the one I would choose. You get that anyways. It's fine if it's not explored. You know, you're gonna get better sales than Stormwind eventually anyways. But all of this, you know, would be interesting to play with. Alright, but I am going to cut this episode here. This is a 2-hour episode. I apologize, but I did warn you this could happen because there was a lot to go through. Thank you very much for watching. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment, or come on over and check me out on Twitch when I stream live every Wednesday through Saturday, 1 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you very much. And by all means, go out, buy the game. Again, if you have to, wait till it goes on sale. It is well worth it if you enjoy RPGs. Thank you very much again, one last time.